Well, howdy, howdy. Welcome to Chemistry 1. We're going to start off by talking about scientific measurement, which is actually chapter 3 of the textbook that we kind of model our curriculum after. And the reason we start off in chapter 3 is because the measurements that you're going to take and the calculations that you're going to have to make are crucial for your understanding of chemistry. So if it doesn't look like chemistry to begin with, well, it's because it's a measurement scheme that is used across all sciences. So that's what we're going to talk about today. So we have an initial warning. It says, learn this stuff now because it's going to be used all year long. If you can focus on this really tough at the beginning, you're going to be successful the rest of the school year. So we're going to start off by talking about a couple of terms in this short video called qualitative and quantitative measurements. Qualitatively put, by definition, are measurements that give results in a descriptive, non-numerical form. So for me, when I see this word qualitative, I see the word quality, and that's what I think of. When I'm looking at qualities of an object or an item, there are certain statements that I can make. Now, it also says non-numerical, which of course means no numbers. So we're not going to include any numbers in these guys. So examples, he's tall. No numbers there. We're looking at the man. He's tall. Qualitative statement. Electrons are tiny. No numbers there. They're just small. We're not measuring them. Now, if I take a look at this picture, well, there's lots of things that I could say about it. I could say there are two umbrellas, but that would not be a qualitative measurement. What I can say is that the umbrellas are yellow. That's more descriptive than numerical. I would say that maybe there are three people, but again, that has a number in it, so I can't do that. So you might think of some of your own statements to say. I may go ahead and say that the sand is coarse. I could say that the man's pants are brown. I may say that the beach could smell salty. You're using the five senses here. The second term is quantitative. It's just the opposite. Quantitative. You have the word quantity squeezed in there. And a quantitative measurement is a measurement that gives results in a definite form, usually as numbers and units. So this is key. A lot of us like to use numbers when we're describing and counting things, but what we're going to have trouble with here is actually attaching a unit onto our number. So examples. He is 2.2 meters tall. You'll see the number, and you'll actually see a meter, because he could say 2.2 miles tall, and we would know that that's a ridiculous statement. Doesn't make any sense. Electrons aren't just tiny. Electrons are 1/1840th the time of a mass of a proton. And usually we use AMU. So if I'm including a unit, that's atomic mass units. Super, super tiny. We're actually quantifying it here. If I'm looking at this picture, well, here you go. I could go ahead and say that there are two, and my unit would be umbrellas. I could say that there are three, and my unit would be people. So not just a number, but also a unit. So these are quantitative and qualitative terms.